feel as strong at the moment unless it's a really specific game and the Undying being down bottom.
I don't know, honestly. I think it's just, it would have been pretty similar regardless. Well, Matthew, actually, maybe it just enables a little bit more kill potential like this. Drow wants that stun setup to be able to go for those early kills. Mirror.
Oh, he might be in trouble though. Yutoro, they still get first blood, but Sacred just finds the level 2 at the same time. So with the use of the Malefice, he will be able to catch up. Unfortunately, Sacred just a little bit too late. The Night Stalker, because he's relatively weak in the lane. But the Undying, on the other hand, is incredibly strong.
Yeah.
So you buff up the Night Stalker a little bit. You still put the Marcy in a lane where there's going to be offering some kill threat. So I kind of like the setup that we're seeing out of Spirit. And this is scary because, again, we said, like, this is a team, if they get off to a good start as top lane.
To make that rotation up onto the Drow Ranger.
Potentially going to come down to just who maybe gets a little bit more denies in this lane to find that level 6 first. Top lane, we've got some trading going back and forth. Yutoro, a very early point up in the Gus. Going to be able to protect him for the moment. So they'll turn it back onto Matthew. The slows are starting to stack up. And the Nyx Assassin forces run into the tree line. There'll be no escaping down to the south. Lands a nice stun, but the arrow already came out beforehand. So another kill for Spirit in this top side of the map.
Yeah, Mirror not being
just instantly what happens, as soon as it hits the nighttime, they start to get aggressive and put the pressure onto the Void.
Realizing as well that, you know, you can have those couple of points in the Hunter in the night, immediately go for the pressure.
Mid lane. Into Tokyo. Got the level 6 on Dark Margot. Yeah, he's going to go for it. Zip under the tower. Why not try and secure the kill? And Miro will be too late with his TP rotation. Still going to try and jump on forward. They don't have enough mana on Dark Margot to play from Pandamu.
Dark Margot is going to go back to the mid lane, deal with the siege creep, or if they feel like they're in a position to want to get a kill onto Yatoro up top here. It's all the way back in base. Still in 2 mines.
Oh, it's already.
Yeah. Actually gone bottom instead.
Alright, onto Collapse. A lot of damage coming out early on with the Night Stalker. Plenty of mana as well for Dark Margot to continue the chase throughout the lane. And Maposhka just has to stand off to the side and watch as his core dies. And now he too, we put 6 up top. Now it does come at the cost of the Black Hole. So Sacred first use of the ultimate for the game.
And a good amount of mana as well on Dark Margot. Of course, not playing with that power rune means that he's not instantly able to get back to the mid lane as quickly as he would have liked. You've also got...
Toro might be in trouble top. Sacred's got some Eidolons to play with. Matthew with the follow-up stun as well. Is going to try and get in front of the Drow Ranger if they need the body blocks. And now mid lane, Dark Margot. Oh, they toss him out of the Rolling Thunder. And he just dances around the ball. Boshka's going to try and move over, but they're too late.
Like, he's got the ultimate ready to level up. He's even holding on to another point. No, never mind, he's not. But I feel like they might be able to TP people down and hold a lot of TPs on Thunder to make sure that you can look to protect.
Top lane. So dive under the tower, long zip in from Dark Margot, but the rotations are going to be too quick. Look at the response. And Toronto Tokyo lines up the Rolling Thunder, can bounce back off the wall as well. They can keep Yutaro alive. This is going to be huge for Team Spirit as he's just almost able to limp away. They'll finally get the finishing blow, but it is such a grave cost for Thunder as multiple casualties come out from Radiant. So pesky Eidolons, that finishing blow. See, bottom lane, Collapse is going to be a bit cautious because he's got Matthew nearby. Let's see if they're going to have the damage, though. It's a really beefy Night Stalker. He's got some one charges to play with as well. Miro's going to try and provide some assistance. Collapse is actually going to look to man fight. No way they come out on top as Collapse.
The toggles
eats the entire chronosphere thanks to the toggles, and now Thunder. A big ultimate on cooldown. They don't even get... No. I mean, that is a big ultimate where you can potentially get a kill and slow down the Night Stalker. All of a sudden, this lane, very vulnerable for them.
Poor Toronto Tokyo just tried to roll a couple of times. Gets caught with the Black Hole. Yeah, and multiple Eidolons hitting into him as well. Nicely done by Sacred. Having a fantastic game so far. Even getting the double 1v2 turnaround.
Around and see if they can get something out of this, though. Maybe a ward's going to be placed at the triangle to set up for a pick-off in the future. Instead, I'll go for Mirror under the tower. Heroes are coming through from Yutoro. Probably not going to be able to deal with the Storm Spirit. They'll go for the easier targeting Matthew instead. Pandamu is coming behind them. Utora might be in trouble, especially with Sacred TPing in. Going to have to deal with the tree so they can scout his position, but it has given enough time for Team Spirit to react as well. As Toronto Tokyo is ready with the Rolling Thunder. Pandamu's in a position where he can counter this though. Fiends Grip out to the left side. Do they have the damage to be able to get the Pain Clear's life inside the ultimate? They're going to turn to deal with the Undying instead. As now they can turn and deal with Toronto Tokyo. Dominating streak for Sacred. Pandamu, great position.
Very, very happily realizing that he needs that little bit of extra damage now if he's looking to try and take out people like the Night Stalker inside of the Chrono.
This an aggressive zip into the triangle as well. The ward that they placed prior
They're gonna go for one
should
more.
allow them to catch up to Mira. Now Pandamu with the wraparound also gets the Nightmare to hold Yatoro in.
Hypothermia, bit of regen reduction against, you know, the Bane, even the Faceless Void to a lesser extent. Helps pop the Eidolons a little bit too.
Long zip in. They want the draw range on. They're going to be able to find Matthew with the wraparound ankle. Beautiful positioning coming through from the Nyx Assassin and Dark Marg.
I think he just needs that extra little injection of damage to make sure that, again, if he goes in onto Pandamu, that Pandamu actually dies. I honestly think...
It's a great ward.
Yeah, they might look to use the Black Hole just to protect the Bane.
Oh, to the north, they're going to run into Dark Margo. Zip is going to try and deal with the Undying first. They do have at least the Rolling Thunder nearby, but down in the lane bottom, Black Hole's going to be cancelled thanks to the silence. Matthew's able to step in as well, along with Pandamu. Do they have a way to cancel the Fiends? That's when Mira can come into play, but Thunder, they're in trouble. Just no escape as Team Spirit swarming into the neighborhood. They've killed off Sacred. They're going to be able to find the Bane as well, as Spirit was looking like a rocky start to the fight with the Black Hole, but the instant count.
1, 5, and 4. They can't just afford to give him up for free, but they're going to make the solo jump here.
Victoria, everyone's left the neighborhood. Dark Margo should be able to get the kill and then get out with his own life. Gonna have some bottle sips to play with to get the mana back. Mira's going to be able to drag him closer to the Rolling Thunder as they will catch up. Right. I'm a Poshka. Up to his shenanigans like usual. They're gonna just be a nuisance. There's also another long zip in the lane as well. Once again, Dark Margo, where we saw prior of him trying to get the kill onto the Jar Ranger. Looks like also Mira's going to go down in the similar neighborhood as well. So a couple of killers being fed over to Thunder. Up at the top jungle now. They're onto Bakaz, get some distance away thanks to the Force Staff. Do they want to stick around though? Kronos are the ready, but Bakaz... Oshka, great position for the Undying though. Gonna be able to pop the smoke and give plenty of time for Team Spirit to potentially even take the fight. They're going to be off the mark for the initial jump, but Dark Margo can easily follow up.
Contribute into these team fights until he picks up that that Yasha, going straight into the BKB afterwards, not wanting to deal with anything like the Manta style.
Seems like he needs the items, and along with some of the other members as well. Collapse begging for this Blink Dagger just to help with that initial jump. Meanwhile, though, again, it's going to be the Nyx Assassin that runs into another member of Team Spirit. So Mira caught out inside the jungle. Dark Margo's going to try and zip in as well, but that's where Pandamu can come into play. He's got the Fiend's Grip holding Collapse into place. They're even got a Black Hole as well from Sacred. A lot of hate.
Strongly, as in the Void ability, not the Faceless Void, but this game, full-on Crippling Fear. He realizes his job this game on Collapse is just to take out these supports.
Top lane, they're baiting the Nyx Assassin. Oh, nice sidestep though from Yatori. He's gonna miss on the Chrono on everyone. So they will still lose Mira nonetheless. And Spirit is starting to TP in. They actually want to take the team fight now, but Thunder, they've got all 5 members. Spirit, they've got to be cautious, and Dark Margo, he'll start the fight as zip under the tower onto Yatoro, who's going to be able to get some distance thanks to the Hurricane Pike, but it will not matter as Thunder just lock onto their target, trying to continue the chase, but have they got the damage to secure the kill? As somehow Yatoro is still alive for the moment, and now Team Spirit, they can turn it back around, but the heavy commitment out of Thunder, they need to address the Fiend's Grip, and that's where Mira can come into play. But Sacred jumps over the tree line. The BKB Black Hole. Where's the damage coming out though? They don't have any follow-up at the moment. As somehow Team Spirit are continuing to stay alive long enough. They need to set themselves up for round 2. They're going to try and still continue to bring down the Enigma. The Sacred will finally go down. But do they have the damage and the resources to deal with the Storm Spirit afterwards? A silence into the jump in on Mira. And somehow, some way... wasn't that team fight, but also just Thunder, I mean, taking a 5-on-5 under a tier 2 tower for a good minute is probably not going to be the easiest way to succeed. Maybe this jump in though into the pain clear though. A bit of momentum going back their way. Toronto Tokyo with the illusion, but
back, he's not going to have the ultimate available, so maybe this is their trigger to just make that exact same play
another
again.
jump in. Look at this. Matthew and Dark Margo combined together. Collapse.
Thinking about
He's going
it.
to try and it could be huge as well, potentially giving the shard then.
They're pinging them all out. They're walking right past this avenue. Every single member of Spirit revealed under this unorthodox ward. They've got the gem though, so Maposhka might see it. Not quite. So
coming.
Thunder know where you are and you have no idea.
They're coming. Matthew. They're going to run back onto the ward. Matthew can get the jump, or Dark Margo instead with the fall. Double impale it. Beautiful. And Secret's nearby as well for good measure. A black hole dropped on the dome, and now to the tier 2 tower they go. As Bakaz is in with the Chronosphere. Mirror's down and out of the count. The lanes are in a really good position. They know the ultimates were used as well.
Look at Matthew's
The
positioning.
only issue is Matthew's positioning. Again, this Nyx Assassin. Oh, no. And this... Oh, Matthew, what was that? A 4-man stun and Thunder. They're going to capitalize on the initiation. That was beautiful. You couldn't have asked for much better. He blocked the smoke, gets the jump in onto 4 at a choke point, and now they can finish up the team fight as well as Collapse will not escape. A triple for Dark Margo.
Up a double damage as well for Dark Margo. Into the level 20 talent, extra electric vortex duration. So if he's able to find someone, if you're able to get the jump, I feel like Thunder Awaken, they're the style of team that want to go first.
Oh, they know where Pango is, and because a beautiful double chrono off to the right side. That's it. They've got to tap out. Thunder Awaken, what an incredible game one. It just seems like there's no angle back in. Spirit will still try and hold this game, but oh, Thunder have just looked so clean.
They have. You give people their comfort, and this is what they're going to be able to deliver. You know, the Pakaz Faceless Void, absolute top tier. Everyone, essentially, being able to play at their absolute pinnacle, and Collapse, he's going to need to get back to the base. They're hitting onto tier 4s. He's got his level 16, but not sure if it's going to be enough. The Basher still not ready to be purchased up.
Poshka gets the tombstone down, but they'll instantly jump on top of him. Toronto Tokyo with a follow-up as well, but the buildings are starting to fall. The zombies are doing a lot of damage towards the Enigma. They'll kill off Sacred, but is that the only person they're going to be able to kill as they put themselves too far forward of the net worth deficit? They will not be able to get themselves back inside the base. They're too squishy as Thunder just blow them up one by one, and the throne, it'll eventually blow up. Collapse, he'll make the attempt. You've got your Toro back up in a couple of seconds, but the respawn will take too long as Thunder. A very, very convincing game one victory from them.
Yeah, starting out the day 0-2, but Thunder Awaken, they've woken up, and they have done it in fantastic style. I mean, it was...
In particular. What was the first one you suggested as well?
Bloodseeker.
I like that too. I didn't hate
to
it.
do here is they just want to make sure that the Tide Hunt... what do they want with the
Is
Tide?
it the early game?
Maybe. It depends how the lanes are set up as well, as they're actually looking to go onto the Poshka.
Yeah, great jump in with the Gush to be able to help out. A lot of damage early on, and Dark Margo will find first blood for the position too. Dark Margo and Toronto Tokyo both having a good time at the moment, so they can start to influence maybe either top or bottom. This is where we might get some more kills in this game too.
Dark Margo, a couple of times now he's had a really good laning stage and used that to lead into even more Pandamu. Just
Their supports are going to consider about rotating. Instead, they're going to get aggressive onto Bakaz. Pandamu's even going to look to try and TP down as well. So with the extra assistance coming up from the Crystal Maiden, they're going to try and veer their attention over towards Collapse on the Enigma. And they should be able to secure the kill. Beautifully done from Thunder. Now they can decide if they want to go for the Mirror next as well. But Team Spirit, they themselves have brought enough rotation to turn the team fight back around as Toronto Tokyo will be able to target down the Conquer, getting rid of the position one on Thunder. And now he's going to be able to do a hard U-turn to catch up to Pandamu as well.
Might be able to get away. Gonna be waiting out to use any sort of TPs as well, considering he does have that lasso available.
On the Poshka. It's a rough life of a position fight. They might be able to get both supports, actually. Oh, great jump from Matthew, recognizing that he did not need to help out at all with the bat right. Oh, they lost the Eidolons though. That's pretty much all the damage from Spirit and our Sacred. He's going to look to TP in and have some impact down bottom. The Ravage clipping onto 2. They've been able to target down the Enigma. Toronto Tokyo is going to drive into the middle as well. They want to try and get rid of the Conquer, but the damage, it's not enough. And now with Dark Margot's influence as well, with the lasso dragging back Toronto Tokyo, a double kill for the rotation thanks to Sacred. And now they can also start to move over to deal with Miposhka. He's going to try and find a little hidey hole in the tree line, but there will be no place he can duck himself deep in far enough as Thunder find 3. Not an easy kill onto Sacred at all, and well, in fact, Mira won't even be able to find the opening for the toss. They're going to look to jump in instead though. Mira caught out to the left side. Travel top of the net worth, and I think he's just going to tear them apart with this next item. As we're already seeing here, it just fly over to the backline. Toronto Tokyo, an awkward usage out of the ultimate as Dark Margot gets a free kill. Toronto Tokyo should have the finishing blow, but the one shot just keep Matthew alive, and now they're in, dragging him back as the river turns to red as Thunder get closing in.
Did they just attempt to do the glyph to be able to save that?
Oh, that bottom lane collapse. Oh, they get the Ravage out from Sacred before the response. It looks like he was charging up.
That maybe it was a small avenue for Spirit to be able to punish. In fact, it's going to be the other way around. Cars coming up onto the top side along with Panda Moon. They have enough damage to be able to take out Mira.
Ooh! Mira! Any boys? Any rotations? Team! No! Team, help me! Dark Margot, this is important smoke. They need to capitalize on it.
It's too fast.
If they can't convert, if Dark Margot gets out, oh no. Even Matthew might escape as well.
Lasso's ready.
Spirit, you gotta be cautious how long you stick around. Have they got the bonus movement speed? Miposhka! What a beautiful macropie. Thunder's still gotta run straight through it. As Matthew gets the drag back, they're gonna try and TP out, but Miposhka won't be as successful as Pandamu stops him short thanks to the Frostbite, and they can catch up to the Chikiro as well. A 2-for-1 exchange, and again,
outlast Team Spirit, right? Like they're going to run out of battle trance. They're going to run out of the Rolling Thunder, and they just not have the ability to be able to fight.
Pandamu. Then drop into a scary high ground. Team Spirit finally able to find a kill. They've had some attempts. Melons being chucked out of him.
Oh no. Pretty big kill actually if they're able to land it.
Oh! Have they got a lasso? No. Alright, they'll be able to stop it. World Mirror. Space creators, they like to say. Unfortunate that it's gonna kind of cut him a little bit short of this Blink Dagger. Across the map, Bakaza's also run into Miposhka as well. Attempting to try and D-ward, and what will come at a cost of his own life here from the Jakiro. So 2 support kills, Roche lineup, but I think they really want to force engagements as Yatora's in trouble here. Miposhka. The Ice Path is at least going to force Dark Margot to go down to the south. He will be able to catch up with the lasso. Yatora has the battle chance to play with if he can get it off, but the rest of the team are a little bit too late. The Ravages are ready, but they haven't found an opening just yet from Sacred, but the Rolling Thunder cutting the team fight into half. And they've been able to keep Yatora alive long enough for the reinforcements to show up to turn it around. His collapse drops the black hole, and now Yatora can start to stack up the fervor as Team Spirit lose 0 members. What an but some of them are now on cooldown. So Thunder gonna look to make another attempt onto Yatora. We saw what happened prior. They're gonna boots to travel into the middle. Yatora's taking a lot of damage, but Mirror with the blink reveal tries to bring down Dark Margot. They don't have the damage at the moment, so he's gonna continue to fly on forward, chasing down Yatora underneath the T2 tower, but the finishing blow will come out thanks to Matthew. They've been able to find 3 as the third one goes down in the tree line.
These heroes with the abilities that you need to kite out, it's important to have that second life.
Been able to run into Miposhka in the jungle, so another
to commit the black hole, and those are pretty long cooldown.
Sacred. It's a little bit split from the team. Yatora's just gonna drop everything early on to try and secure the kill, but the lasso, is it enough to keep Sacred alive so we can get the Ravage off of the team fight? Spirit, do they still want to stick around knowing the Ravage was already used? They've been able to blow up 2 members off to the right side. Yatoro's going to be able to TP out, but back by the outpost, they've got the Rolling Thunder trying to catch up to the Batrider. They've been able to secure a triple kill, and a collapse. He held 2 members back thanks to the Black Hole that bought enough time for Spirit to be able to deal with the other components. Now Mirror can follow up and jump to the low ground, tossing him onto Bakaz. The Conquer's not an easy member to be able to bring down, especially with the buyback coming out from the Crystal Maiden as well, because playing with the Heart Regen, it's going to be a long chase from Spirit, but maybe with the assistance from Yatoro, that's where the damage can come into play. They're cutting him to perfection, just off to the right side, and now they can go back in. They'll deal with the Crystal Maiden, forcing out a dieback, and now they'll finally get the finishing blow, cutting off the head. Maybe with Yatoro nearby, they might give it a crack. Here with the toss back, the chain control needs to be perfect to make sure there's not an opportunity for the Ravage, and look at Team Spirit's positioning. They're not going to group up at all and enable Sacred with the big ultimate. The Spirit bring down the Tide Hunter, and now with that
towards your success.
You see Collapse is a great ward, but Mirror's going to get the jump in first. Simultaneously with the lasso, the blow-up Collapse without the big ultimate for the team fight. Maybe this will be the path to success on Thunder.
This is with the double
Can
damage.
they deal with Yatoro though? He's got a DD in the arsenal. They're going to try and kite it for the moment. A Rolling Thunder will cover the retreat. They'll deal with Matthew, who is trying to get another pick off onto the back line. Thunder, is this their opening though? They've still got the Ravage to move forward. An Ice Path again from a Poshka along with the Macropire, making it difficult for Thunder to continue to charge into the middle. They're trying to catch up to Mirror. Looks like they should be able to finally bring down another member of Team Spirit.
Matthew, could he get... Again, the 4-man stun. We saw it last game. And you don't want to be on the low ground. Oh, Mirror.
Smoke's gonna pop. They're all grouped up. Mirror gets a jump with the follow-up. Pronto Tokyo. He's in, crashing them left, right, and center. But Yatoro, he's hesitant to be able to fall up as well. They've got control with the Ravage coming out, clipping onto 3, but Collapse in with the Black Hole. What an ultimate as they don't have a response. The damage is racking up too fast as Thunder. Some buybacks coming out for them, but can they be able to revive the team fight? Because he's been able to veer his attention over towards the Enigma, but they do not have an answer. Yatoro just freely right-clicking throughout the team fights, and Toronto Tokyo as well, looking for the Rampage, looking for the final kill to give him the 5-man. He won't be able to find it onto Picard's, the finishing blow, and they'll give it to him. Rampage for the Pangolier, and now they can go for Sacred as well. The Tide Hunter just brought back prior, and he'll be sent to the grave for another time. Nothing will stop them. No T3 tower will hold them back as Toronto Tokyo gets a double Rampage.
Oh, this is why.
Trying to push out the lanes when a BKB is a win for themselves. Goddamn bashes though. Toronto Tokyo, he's not letting him leave.
Oh, he listened.
Oh, now the rest of the team, they've connected. Mirror's gonna cut off the reinforcement. They'll get Matthew, they will not get Dark Margot, so we're very close to doing so.
Worry about these mid lanes and the top lane, you just need to protect top, and then you're going to be able to go up onto the high ground. The disarm eventually coming through from the Tide Hunter. But, yeah, that's a double halberd that's picked up by both the Conquer and the Tide, but he's got the MKB, so who cares?
Instant follow-up as well. They're going to be off the mark. Great use of the neutral item, put Sacred back onto the high ground. Spirit, are they going to respect Thunder's turnaround potential? Again, they need to make sure they're not grouped up. They won't get anything out of the Rolling Thunder, but Mirror, these two wants to get the initiation. Toss back, Yatoro's health is just skyrocketing because he's just losing all his hit points. A Ravage will come through, but another Black Hole from Collapse. 2 times in a row, his ultimate to being on point.
Might even look to, in the inventories, just see, has he picked up anything? So they're going to go for the single pullback.
They need to give him the bonus movement speed. Oh no, they didn't.
They didn't rebound him?
No, didn't rebound him. So there's the first lasso. They got the first life. Dark Marco's going to jump behind him.
Mirror's been pretty important too.
That he has indeed with the initiation. So Dark Marco's going to look to try and take the Tiny out of the equation. Meanwhile, Toronto Tokyo inside the base, causing chaos, but still with the Batrider outside, surrounded by 3. And this will be it. There's no response from Thunder. Nothing they can do without the members of Team Spirit. And they weathered the
1-1.
storm early on, and then have been able to come back with the lineup they have. Some incredible team fight execution from them is going to be...
Thank you for watching our video. If you have any thoughts and ideas, please leave comments below. We are grateful for your support. Thank you.